doesn't love a good wedding? The blushing bride, catching the bouquet, the best man's nervous speech with near-the-knuckle jokes, small children on the dance floor rocking out with their grandparents. Tying the knot is a wonderful family occasion to be treasured, which is why I think the disgraced Playboy prince, Prince Andrew, should do it for a second time with the same woman. Andrew and Sarah Ferguson is an unconventional love story, but a love story nonetheless. Back in the day, Andrew was known as Randy Andy, who cut a swashbuckling figure as a decorated military man and a jet-setting prince with all manner of models and famous actresses on his arm. But it was a divorced redhead with a reported penchant for toe-sucking who ultimately won his heart. But notwithstanding their sad divorce in 1996, the two of them have never spoken ill of each other and remain good friends, even cohabiting in the massive 30-bedroom Royal Lodge estate in Windsor. Sarah has gone on record as saying, "We are the most contented divorced couple in the world." And more tellingly, today's Telegraph report that in 2013, at a book festival, she said of Andrew, "He's still my handsome prince. He'll always be my handsome prince." Blimey, could someone pass me some tissues? Don't panic, I'm only planning to cry. Poor old Andrew has had plenty to cry about recently, with his appallingly ill-advised friendship with disgraced late billionaire paedophile Jeffrey Epstein. There was the disastrous Newsnight interview and his settling to the tune of millions out of court with his sex accuser Virginia Giuffre. But Prince Andrew protests his innocence, and it's doubtful that he will ever face criminal charges, which is why I believe it's time to move on. And how better to do that than remarrying Sarah Ferguson? I think it's a story that would touch the hearts of a nation, particularly given Sarah Ferguson's recent health woes, which have included breast cancer, which led to life-changing surgery, and a recent diagnosis of a skin melanoma or skin cancer. She's been through a lot, Andrew has been through a lot, and I think they should formally reunite as they enter late middle age. They could even get married in the same Windsor chapel where their daughter usually got married during lockdown. Although, given that this place of worship is called All Saints, that might be pushing irony to its limits. Both Sarah and Andrew have made big mistakes in the past, one of the biggest being their original divorce. They should never have split up. It's time to right that wrong. If only Andrew had stayed with Ferguson, none of the horrors that have befallen him would have come to pass. These two have a special bond. How rare to have two royals that don't just love each other, but clearly like each other as well. How many people choose to live with their ex? It's time for Randy Andy to tie the knot. It'll be the best sequel since The Godfather 2 and would be a summer blockbuster for the royal family and the country. In sickness and in health, till death do us part. Neither of these two are angels, but their reunion would be a match made in heaven. Here's just hoping that on their wedding night, Andrew remembers how to suck toes.